Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here. I think I'm going to have to break down and share a very personal situation with you in my efforts to get you to understand. Sometimes I have to break down and share something that's very kind of confidential. You know, pride holds it up, makes you hide it. But I've been spending a lot of time, years, many years. My concern? Peace and prosperity and freedom and joy, happiness for me and everybody on earth. I didn't think about coming up with computers or cars or the internet. No, my number one concern, people. Peace, prosperity, the fulfillment of your dreams, joy. That was important to me. And just like these guys that came up with the computer and telephone and electric lights, I came up with that answer that I was seeking. I came up with it. And I, like others, I guess, when I tried to introduce it to America, it was something that America was not interested in. America was not interested in. Have you ever been committed in a situation where someone else had control? And usually the control had something to do with real power. And that real power was reflected on money. Have you ever, like your boss want to control and manipulate everything, and you say, why not? He's the boss. Ladies, have you ever been married or lived in a relationship where you were the housekeeper and the man was the breadwinner? Do you ever throw anything in your face to make you feel subordinate and subservient, or undermine your relationship by having the money and throwing it in your face, and you just had to give in most times because at least you had a place to be. You had some semblance of a life, and you had no plans made to be kicked out, and be prepared to deal with that in a comfortable kind of way. You ever feel like this, or you stayed in a situation sometimes you had to get your head beat? Sometimes they dogged you out, did all kinds of things to you, or they know they had the power and the control. Have you ever been in a situation like that? Well, that hurts, doesn't it? Somebody got that kind of control over you. That's the kind of control that society have over us. Just like that. Now, you might ask yourself, why do I know what I'm talking about? See, some men are in the same way. See, I started this campaign of trying to educate the people of this country that we are living just like slaves, and that we have the opportunity to live like angels. And so I spend my time trying to change this world, not being a part of it. So I've ended up in a situation where my wife has been taking care of me. What I mean by that, she's been paying the bills. She's been working for the systems of the world like everybody else. And I've been trying to change the world, trying to wake you up. So everybody, no one would have to feel like the wife who calls herself a homemaker but it's just a sleeping room, or a man that spent his time trying to be about something, trying to change the world, and find out that he's not appreciated anywhere. Well, what does that do? This is what that does. This is what it does for me. It makes me say that all of the people that I know, all of the wonderful, magnificent people that I know, and all of the wonderful, magnificent people that I don't know in America and throughout the world, but let me just focus on Americans right now. All of them, every last one of them. The churches, and all these various representations, and all these representatives, and all these memberships, and secret societies, every last one of you. Governments, every last one of you. You guys are absolutely sick. Absolutely sick. In the sake of money, you have sold your souls. The one who makes and controls this money is controlling, making, and treating you just like they want to have you use to do the things they need to have you do. And like little slapdogs, this nation and the nations and people of the world are doing just their biddings when God has given you the world. Living here on earth as though you're in heaven. Just by being free. You gotta demand your freedom from the control of men. And the control of men brings about pain and suffering. There's a lot of lying and cheating and stealing and killing and terror and war and starting all the division. Good God. Man, I guess I got carried away. You didn't even see me, did you? But it hurt me. Yes, this is what happens when you listen to the dictates of men. And I can tell you this, every last one of you, I just identified everybody in this country. Now, I'm going to tell you what I see. I don't know what God sees. But every last one of you, to me, are a counterfeit. Every last one of you are counterfeit. You try to think that you're better than somebody else because you think you can do a little bit better for somebody else in this situation and that situation, but every last one of you are counterfeits. Because every last one of you are saying that it is okay for poverty to exist in this country. Every last one of you are saying that the crime and violence that comes about because people have to suffer the failures of the system and you don't fix them. Every last one of you are responsible for it. It's not a single soul on this dead blasted earth that's innocent. I don't care. I want you to know it. I'm down here with it. And I'm telling you, not just that. A brand new world, ladies and gentlemen. A brand new world. As in heaven, so on earth. You accepted the computer. Why won't you accept this message about life? Why? Because you don't need money. And you've been bred to think that money is God. All you millionaires, I know what money means to you. And all the people who don't have anything, I know what money means to you. You want it so bad you don't know what to do. But you're missing the message just like everybody else, and the message is for you too. Now I'm going to leave that there. If you want any additional information, check me out on YouTube or Facebook. The name is Eddie Marcus. The basic mission is basic human rights for all people. That means that you, every individual on the face of the earth, are entitled. What I mean by entitled, I mean from God to you. Now you don't have to accept it just like you haven't accepted it. You can find all kinds of reasons. New systems of government, all kinds of things that they're not having to stay ignorant. But when you get taught to accept something that's normal that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, what I'm talking about is I'm ignorant. But I tell you what, you pray for it, and I'm telling you, you can have it. I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your time. This is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.